Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this fascinating video where we will be immersing ourselves in the rich tapestry of history and looking at it through a slightly different lens, through the eyes of our feathered, finned, and furry friends. We won't be discussing the famous pets we all know, like George Washington's hound or Queen Elizabeth's corgis. Instead, we're taking the road less traveled and looking at some of the most obscure pets in history that have had a remarkable influence on the lives of their famous owners and sometimes even on the course of history itself. One of our first stops in this journey through history is the Roman Empire in the heart of Rome, where a consul named Pliny the Elder had a dolphin named Simo. Dolphins were considered to be good omens by the Romans, and Pliny the Elder, an ardent naturalist, shared a bond with his dolphin friend that went beyond superstition. They would swim together, with Simo allowing Pliny to ride on his back. This pet dolphin would soon become the talk of Rome, representing a sense of unity between mankind and marine life that was seldom seen in those times. Let's turn the pages of history a bit and travel to the opulence of the French court. King Louis XIV had a fascination for exotic creatures. It was during his reign that Versailles became home to an array of wild and unique animals. But among all these exotic pets, the most unique was his royal crab Claudius. Yes, you heard it right, a crab. But this wasn't just any crab. Claudius was an enormous coconut crab that caught the king's fancy. Claudius was kept in a specially designed glass tank in the palace, serving as a living testament to the eccentricities of the French monarchy. Next, we leap across the Channel to England, where we meet the illustrious scientist Sir Isaac Newton. Known for his groundbreaking work on gravity, this brilliant mind shared his solitude with a pet named Spithead. Spithead was a Pomeranian dog who, despite being small, had a big personality. Legend says Spithead was the reason Newton discovered the color spectrum. One day, the dog knocked over a prism Newton had set by the window, and as the sunlight refracted, it led to the discovery of the color spectrum. An obscure pet indeed, but one that changed the course of scientific history. In contrast to Sir Isaac Newton's experience, let's travel to the United States to the heart of Tennessee to meet a rather unusual pet, a raccoon named Rebecca. Rebecca belonged to the 26th President of the United States, Calvin Coolidge. Initially intended as a Thanksgiving meal, Rebecca won over the hearts of the Coolidge family, who decided to keep her as a pet. Rebecca would often be spotted around the White House, sometimes even attending state dinners. An obscure pet, yes, but one who captured the hearts of many in her time. On a different part of the globe, we find the unique story of a pet crocodile belonging to none other than the famous French commander and emperor Napoleon Bonaparte. As a sign of his conquest over Egypt, Napoleon kept a crocodile, named it after his victory, and called it Cairo. Cairo lived in a custom-made pond at Napoleon's Château de Malmaison. Cairo was a symbol of Napoleon's conquest, power, and ambition, marking its place in the annals of obscure historical pets. Coming closer to modern times, we find the tale of a domesticated sparrow named Billy. Billy was the pet of the celebrated British author Agatha Christie. Christie, known for her thrilling detective novels, found an unlikely companion in Billy. The little sparrow was found injured and nursed back to health by Christie, after which he decided to stick around. Billy's lively personality, agility, and quick wit were often reflected in Christie's characters, making him a quiet yet profound influence on her work. Our last stop is the curious case of a bear named Wojtek. He wasn't owned by a single person, but by an entire army. The Polish Second Corps found him as a cub in Iran during World War II. Rather than leaving him to fend for himself, the army adopted him. Wojtek grew up amidst the soldiers, helping them carry ammunition and becoming their symbol of courage. Post-war, Wojtek spent his life in the Edinburgh Zoo, but remained a symbol of Polish resilience and strength. That brings us to the end of this fascinating journey. We've met dolphins in Rome, crabs in French palaces, dogs knocking over prisms, raccoons attending state dinners, crocodiles embodying victories, sparrows influencing literature, and bears becoming war heroes. Each of these stories shows us that pets, no matter how obscure, can leave an indelible mark on history. As we wrap up, it's clear that our historical narrative is interspersed with the presence of these unique animals, and their interactions with their human companions have added an extra layer of richness to it. While their contributions might often be overlooked or even forgotten, each of these pets played a unique role in shaping the world as we know it today. So, here's to Simo, Claudius, Spithead, Rebecca, Cairo, Billy, and Wojtek, seven famously obscure pets from history who, in their own peculiar ways, have left paw, claw, and flipper prints on the sands of time.